Good morning, everybody. Hope you're all doing well. I thought I should get on here, not just to show you the lovelies today, but to also talk about something. I usually don't have any problems with anybody giving donations for adopting one of my dogs. There are certain dogs, like if I get, say, a dozen dogs that I get out of Hike Hill shelters, and somebody else is footing the bill. They've had these dogs at their rescue, say, and they just need somebody to take them. And I get them, and then I buy, say, 5 bags of dog food for them that would cost maybe around $100 or something. If somebody wants to adopt one of those dogs and they have like very few funds, hey, stop it. Stop, come here. You know, if somebody says, here's $50 or here's a few bags of dog food I put on my credit card, that's fine. For someone to tell me that they can't afford anything at all, I question whether they can even buy a bag of dog food for the dog. And then here's what happens. I have so many dogs that come and go from here. And of course, there's going to be times when an accident will happen. And luckily, they're very few and far between. But this dog right here, Lana, you might have remember the video I had her. She got her hind leg cut a little bit on a piece of wire, but it was deep. Hey, stop, guys. It was deep enough to where I thought she needed it looked at. Guys! So I took her to the vet, told them I was a rescue. They gave me a discount. In the end, she needed 2 stitches, and of course they cleaned it out and gave me a few antibiotics. But that was it. $650 right there. So if somebody wants to take her home and don't have any money or want to give me a few dollars, you know, that doesn't allow me to rescue any more dogs. I am not a wealthy person. If I had money like I did once way back in the day when I was doing this with horses and mini pigs and dogs and everything, I spent hundreds of thousands of dollars within 20 years of doing this. And I spent my own money, and that's why I have none anymore. Okay. So anyway, somebody is interested in adopting Bruce over here. Bruce is he's a few years old. He is a great dog, would make a great pet for anyone. He does need to be neutered, which I plan on doing. If the person wants to take him to the vet and get him neutered, you know, that's fine. Either way, it's going to be at the very low end, $150. At the higher end, it's going to be, you know, $500. If you take him to your own vet, it's going to be hundreds of dollars. Now, if you try to make a payment plan, you're going to have to get pet insurance. You don't go on a payment plan with a vet. They don't do that. They make you get pet insurance. That covers one pet. And you're going to pay, I don't know, $20 to more like $50 a month for that. And that's a monthly payment that you're going to constantly pay. If you have more than one dog and that other dog gets injured or needs to be spayed or whatever, then you have to get separate insurance for that dog. And so on. And then you've got 2 monthly payments. So it's just, if somebody thinks that I can continue to run this rescue with 0 donations and just spend money out of my own pocket, first of all, I don't have that kind of money. Not anymore. Not after doing this for so long. So that I can't do. I would just have to quit right now. And then if you take one of these dogs off of my hands, you may think you're just doing me a favor. I won't have to buy food or anything anymore. Well, I have no money to buy food for the next dog. I do get donations of food. I do get some cash donations. But if what's going out is not also coming back in, then I can't continue to do this. So I know that most of you understand this, and I know that there's going to be a few out there that I don't know why you don't get it. I mean, if you were in my shoes, you would get it, but you don't want to get it. That's the thing. You want me to just give you a dog. Like I said, if I have no money into the dog, if I'm not paying out any money, and I'm feeling, extra generous that day because somebody gave me, a $200 donation or something, then, I'm happy to help anybody out. But somebody, somebody has to realize that I need to have help out first. This can't be done for free. It just can't. Anyway, I'm done rambling. It's just sticks a little craw in my foot here, and I'm not going to mention any names, but so anybody interested in adopting any dogs, you give a donation of what you can afford. If you say you can't afford a donation, or you've got, $40 in your pocket, then probably having a dog isn't for you. Okay. And I don't want to be mean or cruel about it. Especially when you come and tell me you've already got, a household full of dogs, and then you want another one. But you don't have any money. They cost money. It worries me that if something happens to the dog, you think you could just go in and tell the vet, yeah, I realize this is a $2,000 bill and I'm going to make payments on it. That's a no. Sorry. They won't do it for rescues. They don't do it for regular people. I used to work at a vet's office, so I'm very aware of how it goes. So anyway, hope you all have a good day. I'm sorry for rambling, and we'll talk soon.